What's up, guys? Rare Spark here, and I'm coming at you with another Spark at the Park. This time, I'm playing with Jamal Givens. This is a little crossover episode, I guess, between my two series, The Life of Jamal Givens and Spark at the Park. So, if you saw the Jamal Givens last episode, you saw him playing at the park. So, I figured, where I got that footage from, why not show the park game that I actually played? Because it was a decent game, and I wanted to see if I could actually compete with basically a fresh center, 7'3" center at the park. So, interesting game here. Like I said, he's pretty fresh. He didn't have any attribute upgrades or anything like that, so he's pretty fresh center, straight out of the box. And so we'll see how I can do here at the park. So far, so good. Looking good, grabbing boards, scoring a little bit here or there, making some nice passes down low to my teammates to get some assists. And, I just wanted to see how I would fare with somebody like, a fresh center. So, should be interesting. And, more to this series coming soon. I don't know if it's going to be another Spark at the Park with Jamal Givens anytime soon. I want to get him up a little bit first, and then maybe I'll send him to the rec center as well. So, should be interesting. As you see, my guy's not maxed out or anything like that. So, Jamal Givens ends up missing that little shot there, despite being pretty wide open on that post move. But the defense, like I said, was a little bit of a struggle. Got out there that time, forcing the miss. Comes down with another rebound. 3 rebounds already here late into the game. JJ Smooth moving the ball around. And, it was pretty fun playing with a fresh center. It was a little frustrating at times where I would miss some things that I would normally be able to make with my power forward. And so it got a little frustrating, but it was definitely a little interesting as well. Brought me back to, October, back when I had my fresh power forward, and, everything was fresh. Everybody didn't have their guys up. And, everyone else still had their guys up in this game as far as I could tell. So it was definitely a tough matchup to go against somebody. And that guy in the, I think it's a giraffe suit, I'm not really sure, definitely had a pretty good big man, as you see him knocking down some contested layups despite me heavily guarding him. But it was still a lot of fun. It was definitely interesting to go against people who had good players and me try to struggle with a basically 65 overall, I believe he is, Jamal Givens. So it was a lot of fun, though. And anyways, I wanted to quickly talk about the Jordan Rec League. For those who don't know, I am making a Jordan Rec League. Teams are currently full, but I have a suspicion that there will be open spots coming soon, because I did a team owner check-in, and a lot of people didn't really respond to it so far. Only 17 out of the 30 teams that signed up have checked in. So if it all goes well, I'm hoping that at least 20 teams check in, so we have 10 open spots, or 10 basically spots to fill. So if you want to make a rec league, if you have a good rec league team basically that you go around playing at the Jordan Rec Center, and you want to join our league, definitely go to the Jordan Rec League boards. I'll leave a link in the description to the forums where you could sign up. And we got a lot of interest. It's been a lot of fun, and I'm excited to bring that stuff to the channel. I'm going to be doing a lot of like top 10 excuse me, top 10 Jordan Rec League plays of the week, and a lot of stuff like that. Maybe some news reporting on what teams have won this week and who had a good week, and the standings and everything like that. I really want to make it interesting. I want to do some analytics, nothing too crazy, just like analyze the teams that are doing well and stuff like that. Maybe have some player of the night type things where I show highlights of a player that went off one night and stuff like that. So we'll see. It's probably end up being player of the week rather than player of the night, just because player of the night will be too difficult to do. But I'm very excited for this league. I think it has a lot of potential. As you see, I'm getting a ton of blocks with a 65 overall 7'3" center. So kind of crazy. Jamal Givens was actually playing really well despite losing the ball there. But it was a lot of fun to play with him, and it's definitely cool to see. As you see, I'm forcing misses and everything like that just by being 7'3" and getting my hands up. Going crazy with the dribbles here. Crazy dribbles. Almost make a nice play, but again, I get stripped. The handle's definitely not up to par on a 65 overall center. But like I said, back to the Jordan Rec League real quick. A lot of things. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to be live streaming a lot of things. We're going to have an all-star weekend, dunk contest, all-star game. It's going to be sick, and I'm very excited for the league to basically grow and see how well it grows, and basically how well the league is going to go. Because if the league goes well, I want to continue to have more seasons in the future. It'll be a lot of fun. And I think those of you who haven't checked out the Jordan Rec League yet should definitely give it a shot. Like I said, there might be a few spots opening up very soon, depending on how many teams check in by the mandatory check-in by Saturday at 4 o'clock p.m. Eastern time. So if you have a squad together, feel free to sign up and get your name on the list, so that way you're on the first come first serve basis when basically spots open up. You can be able to jump in there. So I'm going to be talking about the trade deadline tomorrow and another Spark at the Park, most likely, because there's just so much to cover. I wanted to make sure all the deals were done before I made a video. And so tomorrow I'll be making a NBA trade deadline video talking about all the moves that happened. Crazy moves, such as Goran Dragic going to the Heat, Brandon Knight, I believe, going to the Suns. Suns made a lot of moves. It was just a crazy event. A lot of active trade, a very active trade deadline, rather. You haven't seen one like this in a while, so I want to definitely cover it in a video. And as you see, Jamal Givens going in for the dunk to get the victory, having a beast game despite going up against a pretty good big man in his own right. And we end up getting the victory, and Jamal filled up the stat sheet. 4 points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists, 4 of 7 for the field, 2 blocks. Not a bad game for his first Spark at the Park episode. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Spark at the Park. I'll see you guys later, Spark Nation. Rare Spark out.